Statements of clarification. Community. Notions of social hierarchy that perpetuate the illusion of some people being more important than others is inconsistent with natural law. Objectifying people groups or races violates natural law. Showing social preference for one people group over another violates natural law. Natural law does not recognize social labels. Showing prejudicial treatment based on race, age, sex, etc. violates natural law. Nationalism creates divisions and violates natural law. Repeating words out of context violates natural law. Attributing a message to someone other than the one who gave it violates natural law. Repeating or circulating false reports or giving false testimony violates natural law. Human covert experimentation violates natural law. Profiteering from social movements is unlawful by natural law. The use of covert neurolinguistic communication to manipulate others violates natural law. Telling the truth is not a business for profit. It is our obligation by natural law. Matters of right and wrong are not determined nor influenced by petitions or public opinion. If you have a dispute with someone, go to them and resolve it. If you cannot resolve it, acquire a neutral third party to act as mediator or judge. If you still cannot resolve it, take it to the community council or ecclesia. If a public hearing becomes necessary, disputants select and agree upon judge and counsel. Disputants also agree to abide by the judge and or counsel's decision. If you have something against someone, or someone has something against you, go to them and work it out as soon as possible. Once someone has corrected their behavior, the wrong they corrected through restitution and restoration is dissolved. Bestowing special honors to select individuals violates natural law. Calling people derisive names, such as Killary for Hillary, for example, violates natural law. Locking humans in cages, jail, is inhumane and violates natural law. Deliberately killing someone is murder, unless used as a last resort to protect human life. Killing and eating animals is a form of cannibalism and implies consent for the killing and eating of humans, and therefore violates natural law. Lying violates natural law. Causing harm or injury to another human violates natural law. War, the state of armed conflict between communities, tribes, or nations, violates natural law. Promoting or inciting war violates natural law. Humans are by obligation protectors of all life systems, including one another. Using humor that degrades, humiliates, harasses, or promotes violence violates natural law. Manufacturing emergencies to instill fear and control populations is a criminal violation of natural law. Master yourself or be mastered by unknown energetic influence. Those are your choices. Where harm is done, restitution and restoration is offered. That's the natural law way. Anyone who kills or condones killing unborn babies is a danger to society and is stopped. The use of flags, banners, emblems, sigils, and logos to promote social movements, products, and ideologies for profit is energy harvesting and violates natural law. The use of naming conventions that rob humans of individual self-sovereignty violates natural law. Repeat offenders, such as those who prey on children, are restricted to contained communities far away from any potential victims until healing is assured and complete. The human community intervenes where violations of rights occur. Protectors serve the people, not the other way around. Attributing non-human animal characteristics to humans misrepresents human creative power and violates natural law. Perpetuating, supporting, or promoting fictitious law systems violates natural law. Treaties and contracts made under fictitious law forms are null and void. Promoting government violates natural law. Promoting politics violates natural law. Taking oaths to establish accountability violates natural law. Only liars take oaths. Police, policy enforcers, by definition, perform criminal acts, and therefore, perpetuating, maintaining, or promoting police activity violates natural law. All government apparatuses, such as licensing, permitting, and certifying, are issued and maintained in violation of natural law. Use of patents, trademarks, registrations, and copyrights are unlawful by natural law. Perpetuation of indoctrination programs and propagandized educational systems violates natural law. Perpetuation of indoctrination programs and propagandized science violates natural law. Perpetuating indoctrination programs and propagandized historical narratives violates natural law. The use of special titles, such as Doctor or Esquire, to honor some people over others violates natural law. Assigning social labels to people groups, such as liberal, conservative, etc., violates natural law.